Right then, welcome back. Today, well, what are we, race 7? I don't know, let's have a look. Race 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, race 7. And we're going to Suzuka. Yes, race 7 at Suzuka now. Now. I've been having a few chats and bits and bobs with subscribers and people who watch the videos and everything else, and the subject of setups came up about several times about rake and trail and how you set the rear end and this, that and the other. So we've been bashing ideas backwards and forwards, and we're going to see if we can't do something with those ideas here. So we're going to muck about with the rake and trail and the rear preload and everything, and we're going to use this. We're going to use the Suzuki. Why? Because it's a Suzuki at Suzuka. Yes, I'm getting desperate with my tedious links, but hey, it's close enough for me. So 2019 Suzuki race modified, and as usual we will not be qualifying because, well, don't say it too loudly, but I don't like it. Don't like qualifying at all. It's horrible, but we shall get it done and out of the way and see if the AI are going to provide us with pre-managed. Yes, they are pre-managed times. Delightful. What a pleasure. Just what we needed. And I'm also struggling because I don't have the right bike in my little Excel spreadsheet, but we'll get to that in a minute. Right then, so Suzuka MotoGP circuit, which means we've got the horrible chicane at the end of the lap, which we can sort that out, it's not an issue. So what we're going to do, well, rate of response versus running preload. So I'm going to go, and I should have come prepared really, but I didn't, so I apologise. I'm going to go into my messages and see what we've got, and it is what? Nick with the quick motorcycles. I run 0 rake and 2 or 3 clicks for trail. Right. So we'll go 0 rake and we'll go 2 clicks for trail, and we'll see what happens with that. So Nick, if this is a mess, it's on you, buddy. So be prepared. Yeah, big boy pants and all that. Rest of the setup, I always end up going too hard at Suzuka, way too hard. 9 laps. Woohoo. I'll match the rear shock for preload, and we'll go with that, I think. See what happens. Engine brake in, probably run it on 1 initially, see where we are. I can always turn it up and down if needs be, so yeah, we'll go with that. So transmission, we're going to leave it because we'll spend a lot of time on the side of the tyre, and we're going to go that. I'm not going to alter the calibrations too aggressive. I'm not smooth is fast in my world at the moment. Tyres, hard medium. What does Suzuka wear out, front or rear? We'll go hard. Double hard, yeah, we're double hard. Race settings, ooh, I'll tell you what I've got to turn off. I was doing some, oh, it's off already, that's alright, that's cool. I was doing some of the races just as a bit of an aside. Anyway, we're about 5 minutes in, we've not done anything yet apart from listen to me talk. So, let's go, let's see what happens. I hate it when the vibration, when the pad delinks itself from the game. So we're gonna have to restart it, aren't we? So I'm gonna have to go home, but bear with me, I'll be back in a minute. Right, so after my debacle with the controller, mucking about, I apologise, I'm losing my headset now, but after the debacle of the controller, deciding that it wasn't going to vibrate, I started the race again, and as you can see, I've done the race, done it, finished it. Took, what, how many minutes? Let's have a look. Come on. Took 90 minutes, 20 minutes to do the race, and I forgot to press record, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. So, we're going to do it again, and dear me, yeah, we're using that. Right, so we've already done it. We're going to do it again because I want to put videos up for all of them. Problems I had last time, I fell off a few times actually. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, and what happened was I was riding off the side of the tyre a lot, and I mean a lot. So I'm going to come up a click on the rebound at the rear, and then I'm going to adjust the springs because the bike was just slow, really slow. So I've gone up a bit on the preload to try and get it a bit quicker. I'm coming up one on the rake. I'm going to go 1 and 1 on rake and trail, and that should temper the changes to the preload, and we're going to go with that. That's what we're going to go with. Transmission, I've left it standard, and we're going with the soft calibrations. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, but we'll run the hard tyres again. The rear was pretty much done last time. There wasn't a massive amount on it. We'll see how we get on. But I am definitely recording it this time, so we'll see. Ooh, slidey again. That'll be the engine braking. Don't you dare! You have as well. Oh, you arse! Right. I knew it. I knew it. There you go, mate. Knock me off and just carry on. It's all good. Now last time, the AI all fell off several times and we ended up with quite a big lead. There you go, straight across onto the racing line, well done. Oof. Yeah, up in the rear preload, it just makes it want to wheelie again, but oh, around the outside, I'll take that. That was filthy. Oh, nearly went straight over the second bit of that chicane. Yeah, it wasn't too bad for wheelies last time, but what it was doing is it was spitting me sideways because it was off. Oh, nearly. It was off the side of the tyre, so I'd rather it try wheelie and we put it with that than try to kill me every time we come out of a corner. It's definitely the lesser of two evils. Oh, she's much better. Loads better. There's no way I was carrying that much speed through there last time. And we've even done a couple on the brakes. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, it's carnage. Oh, that tyre temp. Front's a bit cold, but the run through the first couple of corners and up through the snake. No, there's no black line on the road. Let off the brakes. Get off the brakes. Oh my good lord. Oh, wow. It's just carnage. Way too late on the brakes there. Mind you, we're up to fourth, and everyone's fell off that much that we're only 3 seconds behind, so every cloud. Oh, that bump. Every time I go through that bomb, I'm panicking that it's just going to spit me off for no reason. Hit the bomb, suspension bottom's out, get off. Yeah, it's a much better setup, much better. Mind you, the lap time will tell us whether it is better. It feels better, but feels subjective, the clock never lies. Bumpy through there as well. Oh, on the brakes. Oh, that was going to be naughty. He wasn't letting me through, were they? Mad wheel better through 130 and into the final chicane. That was very aggressive, that by the AI. Mega aggressive. First braking marker. Oh, she's on the racing line. Yeah. Oh, don't remind. Yeah, it's better. 2056. I think that was about our fastest lap last time out. So we're already up with that time already. So we'll just settle in, get that rhythm. Stay on the bump, yeah, down to second. Oh, that is dodgy. You also end up with a massive penalty last time, 2 and a bit. 2.7 seconds or something. Get off the... Oh, you idiot. That's what I get. I was watching their bike, not mine. I didn't look where I was. Ride up onto the curve, get on the gas, and you're going to get off. Mr. Motto, it's quite simple. Slidey. With a little wheelie as well. So again, rear grip, but it's rotating the bike upwards rather than driving it forwards. So again, just that game between wheelies and drive. We'll fix it. Oh, nearly. So what's a get off cost you? 5 seconds? 4 or 5 seconds? Only 2.6 down at the end of the lap. If we're getting the 204s, it'll be a bonus. Although you know what'll happen now, don't you? The person at the front won't crash now. So now we'll be under pressure to try and catch them, rather than wait for them to bin it. .5 seconds faster through there. Take that. Get a penalty. Did not. Oh, and now I'm on the other green. Oh, good lord, I'm all over the shop. Do not run over that curb on exit. Do not. Thank you. Oh, we nearly lost it again then on the way in. How did I save that? I don't know. I didn't. It just didn't go over. That cost us time though, didn't it? A little bit, although we're still pulling away from third. Halfway through. tough this. 3.5 seconds. He's gone. Oh, they've gone. Oh, it still wants to fight me through there. Oh, a lot of rear brake. I didn't think that was going to stop. That or he's going to spit me off, one or the other. 204.7. The setup is much better. It's amazing what a couple of clicks does. Ow. A click here, a click there can completely change the character of a bike and give you 1.5, 2 seconds sometimes. Still struggle with the turning on that. The first right-hander, I just can't. My brain won't seem to sort of accept a constant point at which point I can turn in, get through the corner. Oh, second not first. Come on, watch what you're doing. Yeah, can't seem to find a turning point that my brain will go, yep, that's where you need to turn in. I feel like it's different every lap. Well, that was nice. Just sliding her in. Come on. Let's catch up. It was 3.5, now 1.8. Take that. Five laps down. 4 to go. Oh, we're on them now. We are on them. It is on. It is on like Donkey Kong. Apparently. Never understood that saying, but hey ho. Oh, late apex? Yeah, I'll take that. Not planned. More luck than judgment. This is a bit I always struggle through the snake. Unless it's an MT10, for some reason, on the MT10, I get on with it. Tyres look good. Rear one's getting a bit of grief, wearing out, but we're on hard, it's not a lot we can do. Watch the bump. Oh, that was better. I'm better holding third through there, or trying to get to fourth. Around the outside. Oh, no. Toughed it out. I'm on the grass. Got a penalty. Only half a tenth. It's not a problem. It was a bit of a stupid move, that. Didn't have to do it. Could have waited to the end of the lap. But can't help myself. Can't help myself. Come on. Passed again. Play on the BM. Not sure. Whatever it is. It's now in second. I should bin it now. That's normally what happens. Yeah. 4.7. Yeah, it's miles quicker. I think we're in the 6s before. I shall have to confirm. I did make a note of it. 3/10 down. Not sure where I've lost 3/10 from. Probably over the start-finish straight, looking back. Must be so close to getting a penalty through there. Just running over that green bit on the outside. Oh no, no, no. Son, I think I did exactly the same thing on lap 7 the first time. And now I'm thinking about that rather than thinking about what I'm doing. 0.6 of a second. Oh, come on. 0.6 of a second penalty, 0.7 of a second lead. It's not good. It is not good at all. Get my head down. Pull away. Not do stupid things like that. Man, that was close. Spinned it. Thank you. 5-second lead now. Take that. Yeah, when you get in the rear brake and it starts to slide, I don't understand why they've set like a gate on the physics that it bins you off. As long as you have the space, the bike would just keep sliding. If you're on the front brake, a bit of rear brake, I mean, eventually there's going to be a point where you're getting off it, but you just let the front brake off, let the bike straighten itself up. But on this, you seem to slide, and then it bins you off. It'll just spit you off and like high side you off for, well, for what I can see, for no reason. It makes no sense. Oh, that was better. That was much better. As was that. If I achieve nothing else, at least let me work that little sector out. Oh, too much rear brake. So then, rear brake. Do we tap or do we press? Because I tap. Tap it quickly, as if I was playing track and field. Tap, 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 tap. I mean, if you press it, it just jams it on. I guess if you use an ABS, it would stop it locking up, but I'm not, so... Yeah, let me know. Do you tap or do you press? Do you use the rear brake? I didn't for a long time. Never went near it. Everything was on the front, and then I worked out that if I use the rear brake, I can take a big old chunk out my lap times. Oh, that's close. Oh, it was actually pretty good in the end. Yeah, I can take a big old chunk out my lap times. Oh, sliding it in. It should feel good. I should be enjoying that, sliding into that final chicane, but I'm not. It's absolutely horrendous. Last lap then. 9-second lead. They've obviously binned it a few times. Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen now. Nora Newman in second. That's better. We were losing loads of time through there before. 0.2 is not too bad. I say loads of time, half a second. Gonna be wide. Oh no, pulled it back. We are not going for a record. Are we? No, we're not going for a record. Although if it happens, it happens. But I'm not trying to set the fastest lap. Definitely not now. Yeah, that rear tyre is getting a bit skinny. Too much gas. Just going to start spitting people off. Get off the curbs. Come on. Oh, that was so close to kicking me off. Wow. It's done. It's done. It's done. And, right. So that was loads better. We went a whole 7 seconds quicker. A whole 7 seconds quicker, but we fell off, didn't we? So, what was the race time? 048. Yeah. So it was a bit quicker. Lap time wise, let's have a look. We did a 2:05.6 last time. We've done a 2:04.725. So we're the best part of a second quicker. Just for a couple of clicks on the suspension. Now, yeah, I get that I have a whole race worth of experience, and I get that. I know what the bike's going to do, but that's how it is. If I am setting a bike up for a track that I don't know, or a bike I've not used, then I'll go somewhere, UMC, Phillip Island, Imola, Cadwell, and I'll muck about with it and do some laps. I mean, wow. Yeah, serious. I mean, to give you an idea of the amount of laps, we'll go in here. There you go. So, I've done 27,500 miles on this game. 263 hours. I'll take that. Nearly 3,000 miles at Suzuka. It's obscene. Don't let my wife see that. She'll go mad. She'll go absolutely mental. But yeah, just bang the hours in. But anyway, the race is done. The setup is much better than it was. So again, feel free to do what you want. It is a knowledge sharing exercise. And Nick, I think zero rake and trail is probably a little bit too far for me in the way that I like to use the brakes and get the back end moving about. I think it's probably just a bit too much. I will play about with it. I will muck about, and I'll go to tracks that I know and bikes that I like, and I will adjust the setup. Obviously you can only adjust the rake and trail on the race bikes, but I'll give it a go, buddy, and obviously I'll leave you some feedback. And yeah, it seems to be within my comfort bubble, so we'll go from there. But thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. 253 I think when this video's going out, so 4,000 watch hours is pretty much in the bag. I'm at 3,900 and something, so we just need the subscribers now. So come on, don't be shy, hit that subscribe button. Let me know how you get on, leave me a comment. If you need the subscribers, let me know, and we'll sort each other out, and we'll have a big love in, and everyone gets a cuddle and a hug and everything else. And if you want to punch in the balls, you can have one of them as well. But anyway, it's done. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it, and fingers crossed, I will see you next time. Stay safe, take care, peace.